I'm so glad that you're here. Today I'd like to talk you through a self-compassion exercise. This will be a nice, soft-spoken video. The exercise I would like to talk you through today is called a self-compassion break. Now, this comes from the Mindful Self-Compassion Therapy Curriculum, originally by Doctors Kristen Neff and Christopher Germer. And as I talk you through this exercise, you can follow my prompts. You can make adjustments however and whenever you need to make the practice your own, or you can just have this on in the background as you go about doing whatever it is that you're doing. So they suggest that when you notice that you're feeling distressed or uncomfortable in some way, to turn your attention towards that sensation softly, and to first notice where you might be feeling it in your body. And then we start with a moment of mindfulness, which is really just acknowledging and labeling that this is a moment of suffering or struggle. Just really making space that something difficult is happening. You might say to yourself, "This is hard. This is stressful." Even just ouch. And really just allow that to be okay right here, right now. Next, we connect to a sense of common humanity. And this is acknowledging that the difficulty we're experiencing, that we're really not alone in that difficulty, that others are just like us, that the way we struggle, the way we suffer is something shared, or something that many people experience in the course of their lives. And also making a little space for that idea that anybody in the same situation that we are in would feel the same way or would feel similar. So taking a moment to acknowledge and maybe to say to yourself, this is how it feels when a person struggles in this way. I am not alone. Others are just like me. And in a validating way, not an invalidating way, but in a validating way, just acknowledging that suffering and struggle is a part of life. And if it feels comfortable, if it feels right for you, you might then put a hand on your heart or engage in some compassionate self-touch in whatever way feels right. Maybe a hand on your cheek, maybe both hands, hands on heart, maybe a little self-holding. Whatever feels comfortable and right for you. And then the third step in our self-compassion break is self-kindness. Now, the phrasing in this exercise comes from a Buddhist meditation called metta, which is one of my favorites, and I will be speaking much more to that in the future. But it's the practice of wishing for good things for yourself or others. And the phrasing is, may I be happy, healthy, safe, whatever you might be wishing for. In the context of our self-compassion break, it's a wish for that kindness. May I be kind to myself when I'm suffering. May I be kind to myself when things are difficult. Or tuning into whatever it is you might need while you are struggling. May I accept myself as I am in this moment, or if that feels too inaccessible, may I learn to accept myself as I am. May I be strong. May I find the help that I need. May I be kind to myself when I am struggling. And we're not trying to make anything happen or change anything specifically. We're just opening up that space of wanting and hoping for good things for ourselves while we're suffering, while we're struggling or feeling stress. And if that feels too hard or inaccessible, sometimes it can help to think about if a dear friend or loved one or someone that we want good things for easily, if they were struggling in the same way, we might think about what we would say to them or what we would want for them. You might also think about what a good friend or loved one might say to you if you came to them with the struggle that you're having. How would they speak to you, and what might they want for you? Or even imagining a being of perfect compassion and perfect kindness. How would they treat you when you're suffering and when you're struggling? See if you can offer at least a little bit of that same kindness and compassion to yourself. So now I will talk you through the exercise again, a little bit more smoothly with less commentary, and hopefully this is helpful for you. So when you are feeling stress or emotional disturbance, notice that and tune into where you might be feeling that in your body, and allow space for that. Bring some mindfulness to that, and just acknowledge that this is stressful, that this is a moment of struggle or suffering, that this is hard. And then remember that you are not alone, that what you are experiencing is a human experience that many share, that anyone in your current situation would be feeling something similar, or would be feeling the same as you are feeling right now. And then if it feels comfortable, bringing some of your own presence and attention to yourself through some kind of compassionate touch, maybe a hand on the heart, both hands, holding your face, holding your body. Thinking about what you might need in this moment, and wishing that for yourself. May I be kind to myself while I am struggling. May I give myself what I need. May I receive and accept the help that I need when I am stressed, when I am struggling. May I be kind to myself. Good work. That is our self-compassion break exercise. I hope that this was helpful for you. Thank you so much for sharing this space with me today. Please remember that you are always only human, just like the rest of us, doing the best we can. Please take very good care of yourself.